What is up? Thanks for checking out the Fantasy Fellowship. My name is Kyle. Today it is March 7th, a Monday. We have breaking news in the NFL. It's very important for real life and for fantasy implications. The NFL suspends wide receiver for the Atlanta Falcons, Calvin Ridley, for at least the 2022 NFL season for betting on games. So this is just the main article from ESPN here. It said that after he stepped away for mental health in a 5-day stretch over November in 2021. He did a list of 5 or so bets, and he said he bet about $1,500 total dollars, a couple parlays and whatnot. So he broke the NFL's insider player gambling rules here. And Roger Goodell issued a statement. Calvin Ridley said some things, but essentially Goodell says your actions put the integrity of the game at risk, threaten to damage public confidence in professional football, and potentially undermine the reputations of your fellow players throughout the NFL. So if you play in the NFL, you are not allowed to make bets on these games. So this is a very huge deal. Calvin Ridley, of course, last year sat out for the mental health for most of the season. And at the moment right now, he's not going to play in 2022. So if you guys do play dynasty leagues, or if you, redraft leagues, you shouldn't be redrafting unless you're doing best ball. So going to cross him off the list. Calvin Ridley's future with the NFL, I think it's at stake right now. Not only does he have the mental health concerns tied to him, but now he's looking like he's going to have potentially, and it says at least, there could be more. It sounds like it's just going to be one season, but he's currently 27 years old right now. The next time he steps on an NFL field, he will be 28 years old. So as far as elite fantasy seasons left for Calvin Ridley, maybe 2, maybe 3. Still really not sure who the quarterback's going to be of Atlanta's future, and especially in 2023, we really can't say Matt Ryan's going to be there. So there's a lot of questions on Calvin Ridley's future in terms of dynasty leagues. I'm not really sure how to value him, but at the moment right now, not excited to be having Calvin Ridley on my teams. And to make matters worse, like this is the current depth chart for the Atlanta Falcons. You see Russell Gage, Tajay Sharp, Olamide Zaccheaus. These are the top 3 receivers right now. Other receivers on the team: Frank Darby, Austin Trammell, Chad Hansen. But to be honest, like not all these guys are actually signed on the team. Even the article that I pulled up here said the only receiver under contract for the 2022 season is last year's rookie pick, Frank Darby. So looking at their impending free agents, you have Tajay Sharp, Christian Blake, Russell Gage, and Olamide Zaccheaus. All these guys not signed with the team right now. So if you're looking at the Atlanta Falcons roster, they have Frank Darby at wide receiver, and they have Kyle Pitts at tight end, and that's pretty much it. I guess if we also group the tight ends, they're also looking at potentially losing Hayden Hurst, Lee Smith, Jaden Graham. So they really only have 2 players on their depth chart right now to throw the ball to: Kyle Pitts, Frank Darby. Even Cordell Patterson's not. He's a free agent as well. So a lot to be said here about the Atlanta Falcons and what they're going to do. If you look at the draft order, Atlanta gets pick number 8, and then they don't pick again until until pick 43. They also have pick number 58. So they have 3. That's nice. They have 3 picks in the top 58. I guess their 4th round pick is pick number 74. So you're looking at 4 picks where they could potentially take a wide receiver. And in terms of receivers that the Falcons could be looking at, you have the highest receiver here, Garrett Wilson, projected as high as number 11. Jameson Williams, projected as high as number 18. Chris Olave, projected as number 22. Drake London, projected number 26. Treylon Burks is the top 15, top 20 pick, and Jahan Dotson as a pick in the top 30s as well. So there's 5-6 receivers here on the list. Atlanta picking again at number 8 overall. I don't know if they can take Garrett Wilson or Chris Olave there, or Treylon Burks. Maybe they trade down and try to accumulate more picks and get a receiver there. Otherwise, if you're looking for a receiver here at 43, which I think is more likely for Atlanta, I think they're going to have a hard time passing up on a potential QB at 8, maybe a Kenny Pickett type. I think you're looking at Atlanta hoping and praying that a Jahan Dotson falls to 43. Otherwise, you're looking at George Pickens, David Bell, kind of that tier. So it's interesting. I definitely think you're going to see Atlanta take maybe 2-3 receivers in this draft. And again, free agency is going to be super important. If they can, I think they need to re-sign Russell Gage for sure. That's not a given though. And I think Christian Blake, Olamide Zaccheaus, Tajay Sharp, those are replaceable guys, but really you don't want to be going into the draft with just Russell Gage and Frank Darby as your receiver. So I'm interested to see what the Falcons do. And then I guess going back to just Calvin Ridley's fantasy value. Let's look at his seasons here. So he's played 3 full seasons with the Falcons, 18, 19, and 2020. Of course, 2020 was his breakout campaign, 90 catches, 1,374 yards. Probably not like his value in fantasy and especially dynasty. It's pretty much cooked. We really don't know the future of him. I think if you have Calvin Ridley on your team, you can't really. I don't want to sell him, on such low news. We would rather see what happens when he comes back in the following year. But for now, you have to hold on to him. I would be trying to buy him. If you can get Calvin Ridley for even a second or a third round pick at this point, I think that would be a decent proposition. But you just know you're going to be sitting without him for a full season, and who really knows who the Atlanta Falcons quarterback is going to be in that season. But for me, I think the biggest takeaway from this is Kyle Pitts, man. He's the new wide receiver one in town. He had a pretty decent season last year as a rookie tight end. He's going to look to further build that, and I just hope the Falcons can give him enough pieces where he's not going to be the main focal point of the defense. So as long as the Falcons, load in some of these fun receivers here, and again, they pick at number 8 overall. They also pick number 43. They pick number 58. I think you're looking at a list of wide receivers here. If they wanted to take a Garrett Wilson 8th overall, I think nobody would bat an eye. But again, I think the potential quarterback future for the Falcons is a huge priority. And if they can maybe get one of these guys, if Jahan Dotson falls a little bit and they want to move up for him, cool, that's fine. But I think getting one of these top 6, 7 receivers should be a priority for the Falcons going forward. So that's all I wanted to do with this video. Just update you guys on the Calvin Ridley news and what it meant for his fantasy value as well as the Falcons value. So I hope this helped. If you guys like this video, definitely subscribe to the channel, like the video. That helps grow and let people know this is a worthwhile video as well. So thank you so much for your time. Have a good rest of your evening, and we'll see you in another video. Peace.